Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, where we've just spoken to Marshall, or the Marshal, I can't remember what his name is. We have got permission now to examine the crime scene because of Gumshoe's letter. I think it was Gumshoe who gave us the letter. Pretty sure it was. Anyway, if we've got anything we talk about, we can ask about the victim. I think actually let's go and actually examine the crime scene before, and then, because that might open up some more questions that we want to ask him, and then we'll just ask them all at once, I suppose. So, let's see what we've got here. This is Edgeworth's car, right? This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car, the subordinate being Edgeworth, as we have now discovered. Quite a luxury car, it just screams I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Well, better to be a prosecutor than a defense attorney, apparently. Got anything else here? Yeah, this thing. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? I don't see why we wouldn't. Right, let's check it out. Okay, it's doing that by itself. Okay, so we've got this rotation thing again. I've been told to do this on every single item that we pick up, by the way, so that's what we're going to be doing going forward. Got to try and remember that. Let's have a look. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. Okay, so the strap's not really of any interest to us. Let's rotate it. I prefer to use the mouse to do this rather than the keys. I assume that in the original version on the DS it would have been touchscreen to do that. Let's have a look. What's this thing? Ah, it's the release. Okay. This phone is still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Come on, you're being rude. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Okay, so I'm guessing we're going to have to press this redial button, but let's see if there's anything else that we can look at before we do that. Doesn't actually look like there is, but I just want to check the back. Okay, we can't remove the battery or anything like that. God, I haven't seen a phone like this for a long time. Alright, let's click the button. I do like this whole mechanic. I think it's very good. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. I mean, why not, right? Think later. Beep. I like it. Hey, that song, I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Beep. Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Scott. Why is he called her Prospector? I guess it's just the whole, like, cowboy theme, but it's kind of weird to say Prospector instead of Prosecutor. I don't know. How does she not know her sister's phone, by the way? It's kind of weird. What? It's my sister's. She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now, one of those newfangled ringtones. Oh? That? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. Did the redial call us? Because if so, that's very strange. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. ... I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. I mean, pretty sure they don't. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone added to the court record. Alright, so the last call made at 5:18 on the day of the murder. That is, like, really sus that our phone also rung there. Let's look at our court record for a second. Can we do anything else with this? Because, like, I'm assuming we can open it back up. If we do it again, does it ring our phone? There's no need to push this again. What's wrong? You look like I do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. Okay. Okay. There's something weird about all that, but we'll remember it. For now, let's carry on examining. We looked at the car itself, but I guess we've got to look in the trunk. What's all this? B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchland car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. That's a bit odd. That's just cannibalism. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. Okay, so we've got Block A, I'm guessing A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I'll be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. Oh. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Okay, what's all this? This rope, is it? This is like the layout of the body, right? Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. ... So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. Oh, geez, that's a rough way to go. Like having a trunk slammed down on you. ... You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. I mean, that would be a rough way to go, though, right? I don't think that's what happened, but could you imagine, like, someone holding you in there and slamming... It's quite dark, sorry, but could you imagine it? That's not a nice way to go, is it? What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. 675 or 67S 12-2. I'm guessing 12-2 is the date. I'm not sure about the 675, though. Look, something's written on it. Okay, so 675 12-2. Oh no, it is 6S. You're right. Let's see. 67S 12-2. There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's note added to the court record. Okay, so not sure what the 67S is. That will probably come in at some point. 12-2, I'm guessing, has surely got to be a date because I'm pretty sure this is happening in February, right? Anything else around here? I'm not actually sure that there is. No. Okay, fine. We'll slide back across. I think we looked at everything around here. As far as I can recall. Yeah, I think we've looked at everything here. Okay, let's see what Marshall has to say now, if there's any more options. There actually aren't. The victim. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? ... Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well, aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Is it doggy or I still don't know how to pronounce that. Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Oh, nice. Okay, we need that. Death due to loss of blood, 1 knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Okay. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Huh. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot? So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Marshall. I don't mean any offence, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. God, he loves that saying. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cowdog's been kicked out of this cow run by order of the chief of police. Ah, just he don't realise it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation. Interesting. Lana Sky. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct, but there's a goldmine of evidence against her. ... And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina. How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? Were they in a relationship? ... I apologise, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Is he drinking alcohol from that, by the way? I'm assuming not, but... It's a flask, so hopefully it's just water. He's drinking a lot of it, either way. Dry wind or ill will. Someone's up to something here, but who? Office atmosphere. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win, like his mentor Von Karma. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumours are just rumours, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumours about Edgeworth to their source, you'll find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What you're saying, Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report and a note from the victim and a cell phone. So, you think we'll be okay? Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma? Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? It is, yeah, it is. I was trying to place it, but yeah, it is. From that case, I love it. That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. Oh, we said it was ours, but it's hers. Okay. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone updated. So property of Lana Sky, last call made to her sister Emma at 5:18 on the day of the murder. Fine. Interesting. A detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Yeah. To be continued. Alright, so that must be the end of the day then, I'm guessing. Yeah, we'll save our progress up to this point, and we will do that, and we'll do that, and we'll jump in, I'm guessing, to day 2. Yeah, here we go. February the 23rd. Okay, so it looks like this all took that date on the date on that Goodman letterhead paper was the 12th of the 2nd, wasn't it? Assuming there is a date. So that was about 10 days before all this happened, before the murder. So that could be significant. Need to know what that 67S is, though. Okay, 9:34 a.m. District Court. Okay, guys. Well, it's time for court once again, but we are out of time for today. So in the next episode, we will, I guess, go into court and start the whole case court proceedings. I don't know what to say there. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to our patrons, Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Hobo, Numinous, Kumadim, Paulione, Flossie the Sheep, JohnCom555, Chrissy, Paul James, and Zoltes, and I'll see you next time.